Many companies now are in the position where they need to modernize, let's say, classic data warehouses that have been in existence for many years. There's a number of reasons why they need to modernize it. First of all, we now have gone way beyond data warehouses in terms of analytical workloads. And so a data warehouse is not the only analytical system that's out there. So there are things like data lakes supporting data science. Those could be on premises on Hadoop or more likely these days on cloud storage. There's also graph analytics going on for special kinds of analytical workloads like cyber crime and fraud. Also, you have streaming analytics going on as well. So all of this is going on around and typically outside of data warehouses. And a lot of companies want to integrate those workloads and bring them much closer together so that they can leverage each other to get deeper insights. So that's a key reason for this. What we're now also seeing is a completely new changing face of analytics, all of these new kinds of technologies that are out there. And people want to use those kind of capabilities. They want to use machine learning and go beyond that, even into artificial intelligence and automation. They want to be able to deal with the data complexity. They want to be able to get away from all of the different silos that they've got out there with multiple data warehouses or multiple different kinds of analytical systems and modernize a data warehouse to more deeply integrate with everything else around it and start to leverage everything else around it. So this class is aimed at that and breaks down the issue of data warehouse modernization into, first of all, what are the requirements to try and give you a kind of wish list of kind of things that you could do for data warehouse modernization. Of course, you don't have to do them all, but these are things that you could potentially do. And so looks at modernizing data modeling techniques, accelerating the whole ETL process by integrating with things like data catalogs and supporting data ops and CI/CD based component-based data warehouse developments. We also look at, in addition to that, the kind of whole idea of accelerating the processing of ETL development. We look at cloud in a big way because pretty well every major data warehouse database is now supported on the cloud. The pros and cons of going to the cloud, and also briefly look at migrating data warehouses to the cloud and what that would involve. Also, what other technologies are available on the cloud that you can leverage within your data warehouse. So machine learning, so you can do in database machine learning so that you can integrate your data warehouse with data lakes where additional data may exist without needing to copy it. And also how you can integrate with other tools like data catalogs to be able to take advantage of those. And in addition, to do this whole development process more rapidly, for example, by exploiting data warehouse automation tools to move beyond building everything ourselves towards generating pipelines using metadata to be able to quickly do that. And then finally, we look at how do you simplify access to all of this so that you can make it much easier for business users to get at more complex data as well as traditional structured data that you would see in a data warehouse. How do you hide that from people using those kinds of tools while at the same time bringing together data science and business intelligence onto the same data? So we look at data virtualization and the impact that data virtualization can have to try and remove complexity from business users and make it much quicker and easier for them to gain access to data and deliver value in new reports and dashboards. So data virtualization is very much part of this modernization exercise, and we look at exactly how that can be used to swap physical to virtual data marts, for example, to provide a common semantic layer across multiple BI tools, and also to create a kind of logical data warehouse across multiple analytical data stores if you still have multiple analytical data stores both on the cloud and on premises. So a lot to cover in that class, but hopefully at the end of it, you'll have a much more integrated set of analytical workloads that really help to deliver value for your organization.